Oh man, what is up everybody? It's MegaMan82 here with another episode of Matt's Movie Reviews, the show where I give my own honest opinions on popular movies, not popular movies, good, bad movies, or whatever. All of me, my head. No one else telling me what to think otherwise. Anyway, let's get right to the review, shall we? This episode's review, I will be reviewing Spider-Man Far From Home, which was released in July in 2019, this year. And this is like Sony's first movie that is it's actually Sony's highest grossing movie now. So the plot of this movie is Spider-Man is basically like dealing with the events after the events of Avengers Endgame. He's mourning the death of Tony Stark, aka Iron Man. And also, he's trying to like go with his love life with Michelle Jones, as they like to call her, MJ. So Peter and his schoolmates go to Europe for like a little trip or something with their school, and then Peter Parker actually meets Quentin Beck, aka Mysterio, and Mysterio's goal is to make himself look like a superhero, even though he's really not. He's just some guy with practical effects and illusions and everything. This movie, I think, was like, it was not bad, but it was not necessarily great either. It's far from perfect. Now, before you guys smash the dislike button, let me explain. All of this is my own opinion. That's it. So these are not facts or anything. This is all my opinion, my personal preferences. So there are some things that I really did not like about this movie. The first act I thought was kind of just boring. It was just a little bit dull for me. I wish that they would have added like the action scene that wasn't in the movie. Like, I wish they would have just added that so that it can actually speed up things faster, in my opinion. And I think that, I don't know, sometimes throughout this movie I was just cringing. A lot of the jokes, I think, in this movie, they just didn't feel, most of them were not very funny at all. A lot of them were just cringeworthy as hell. Like, I just felt like that they were trying too hard to make it so funny. Like, the scene when Peter and his love rival named Brad Davis, which I thought was like an awful character. Now, whenever I say awful character, I don't mean disrespect to any actors or actresses, because they're just doing what they're told to do. But aside from all that, he has some sort of love rifle that like is trying to win MJ over, and then Peter decides to send a drone so that he could so that the drone could actually like remove a picture that his love rival took of him whenever he was with some sort of agent. Whenever I was watching that scene, I was just like, you gotta be kidding me. Is this what I'm watching? Yeah, and I also thought the whole Edith thing was I just personally did not like it at all. I just thought it was stupid, to be honest. And it's like, I was like, why is this there? Just because it can be? And then also, I thought Mysterio's motivation in the movie was just kind of just weak. Like, don't get me wrong, Mysterio, I think, is actually one of the best villains in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But if they were to make his motivation about Tony Stark again, like the Vulture, I just thought that was like stupid. And not that I have anything against Iron Man or anything, it's just the fact of the matter is, like, I don't understand why they decided to like have Mysterio's motivation related to Iron Man again, like they did with Vulture and Homecoming. I wish that they would have preferred that they would just went with the comic book version of Mysterio with him just being a failed actor. But nope, they decided to do it with Tony Stark because everyone's so obsessed about that character. And also, I personally don't like the relationship that Tony and Peter had. I just didn't find that very interesting at all, really. To me, that just is like, I was like, why? Can't it just be Uncle Ben? You don't need to shoot Uncle Ben again, no. But at least show flashbacks of Uncle Ben, really. I mean, that would have more of an impact on me, personally. But if you guys really liked the relationship of Iron Man and Spider-Man, you will like this movie a lot more than I did. So don't take my whole negativity about this movie and make it like not fun for you. But aside from all of the negative stuff, let me talk about the things I actually did like. I thought the illusion scene that Mysterio was using on Spider-Man, I thought that was actually pretty cool. And I also liked Tom Holland's acting performance as Spider-Man. I also really liked the final battle between Spider-Man and Mysterio. I thought that was kind of neat. I even liked the illusion battles with Mysterio whenever Spider-Man was fighting with Mysterio in his stealth suit. I thought that was pretty sick. And his upgraded suit that Peter created on his own, I thought that was actually one of the best suits that Spider-Man has ever created. So that I actually really liked. And I really liked the part whenever Spider-Man and MJ were swinging through New York. I thought that was actually kind of funny, and I also thought it was actually really cool. The character, MJ, she was actually pretty chill. She wasn't annoying or anything. Ned, I kind of just like, eh. I prefer not to see him very much because he just annoys me. I don't really like his comedy. I just feel it was forced. But, again, this is just my personal preference. And then a lot of the teenage characters, I didn't really think had a purpose of being there other than Peter just has to save them. The worst part about the movie for me is like all the high school stuff. I really like the movie whenever it's only Peter Parker with like the superhero stuff. If it's just the high school stuff, a lot of that was just cringeworthy for me. Like, I was just sitting in the theater, I'm like, please turn this off. I don't want to see high school stuff. But if you're a person who likes high school comedy, then, like I said, you will like this movie way more than I did. Aside from all of my opinions about this movie, I actually think that this is actually one of the best movies of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I really liked how Tom Holland and Jake Gyllenhaal did as Spider-Man and Mysterio. I thought that was actually well done. But this movie could have been way better than it was for me. So for the star rating system that I have, I'm going to give this movie a 3.7 out of 5 stars. It's not a bad movie. It's not a terrible movie or anything. But, I mean, for an overall movie, I just wouldn't recommend it if you're like a Spider-Man fan like I am. But if you like Spider-Man this way in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, then yes, go watch the movie. You will definitely like it. Just not me as much personally, even though there are some things that I really enjoyed about this movie. So that's it for my opinion about Spider-Man Far From Home. What did you like? What did you think of the movie? Let me know in the comments below. Did you like it or did you not like it? And I'll see you next week on the next episode. I'm out.